to RYSE Pro Wrestling, July 9th of 2022, here at the Uniontown Mall, Uniontown, Pennsylvania. My name's Jim, and I'm being joined by the esteemed Ty Cross. Ty, tonight the biggest RYSE event of the summer. It is the RYSE Rumble.
It is literally the biggest match in RYSE wrestling history, but right now we're kicking off with a pretty darn big match, I would say, for the tag team titles.
Ty, we saw the Bearcat, Keith Haught, and Tyler Voxx lose those championships under some controversial circumstances. It was an injury to Voxx that took him out of the matchup that eventually saw those titles change hands. But if there was ever an opportunity where those titles are up for grabs, it is in this four-way tag team scramble matchup.
Anything can happen. We could definitely see new champs tonight, and we could see two-time champs with Voxx and Haught.
Brandon K, the boss, the founder of RYSE Pro Wrestling, could capture his very first championship in RYSE. Ty, you know the extensive resume of Brandon K. He's won several championships throughout his two-decade-plus career, but you know it would be extra special to capture some RYSE gold for the accomplished veteran.
The man has bled, he has sweat, and he has cried over this company to keep it standing and to keep it alive. For him to represent it as a champion alongside a student like Tad Jarvis would be an absolute dream come true for the already stellar resume of one of the best wrestlers in Pittsburgh history.
And here's where this story gets that much more interesting, Mr. Cross. The runway of Tyler Klein and Calvin Couture led to the ring by BC Steel. They won those very RYSE Tag Team Championships you see right now in that wild gauntlet match just last month. But we know that Warhorse of Crosshairs, Kelly, and Pat the Bruiser also under contract to BC Steel. You have to wonder how much conflict could come about in this matchup.
Well, for Ben, for BC Steel, I don't think there's a lot of conflict. As long as one of his contracted competitors comes out of your champion, he's happy. And I don't think
Well, sure, wait a minute. Sure, it would work out for BC Steel because he's taking a winner's share of the purse, taking his percentage, but I don't think the Runway would be too eager to lose those championships.
I don't think the Runway is thinking about that. If they are, they can't make him happy. But I gotta say, we don't know if Brandon K is 100%. He was injured at the last event, prior to the last event, so Tad Jarvis had to be alone. There are so many factors and moving parts here. Warhorse, in and of themselves, are their own complete and total factor to this match, with the size, with the dominance that they bring to the ring. There's just so much going on here. I'm excited to see how this plays out.
When it comes to pure physicality, it is no surprise that Warhorse has the advantage.
Wait a second, we got all 8 competitors in the ring right now. That didn't last long.
And the Runway heading for the lower ground. That's going to open the door for Tyler Voxx, Keith Haught, Brandon K, and Tad Jarvis. And now Warhorse, despite starting this matchup in the ring, went to the floor whether they liked it or not.
Stereo super kicks in stereo. You don't see that very often.
Gonna have a lot of action in this one here, Ty. Paradise. Wow.
Keith isn't thinking about diving, are they?
I don't know if they want to take this chance this early. Remember, we saw Tyler Voxx sustain an injury that led to them losing the championships.
Warhorse goes down in a big way.
That was a bowling ball right there. That was a strike.
Wait. Oh, no.
Very strategic wrestling by the Runway. That is why they are the current RYSE Tag Team Champions. Tyler Klein, Calvin Couture know how to pick their spots.
Voxx tried to build up some extra momentum on that dive. Ended up costing him.
Yeah, we know Voxx is a fighter. He sustained that injury and still tried to continue in that matchup.
Tyler Voxx is one of the toughest fighters in RYSE Wrestling. I don't think he gets enough credit for that. There's mayhem going on the outside right now.
We got bodies all over the place, Ty.
Runway is just having their way with Voxx in the ring. But Voxx making some moves.
Misdirection from the Runway, have a miscue.
Big knee, wow!
And Mr. Design is quite literally on the ropes.
And another big super kick right to the jaw.
Biggest event of the summer, and Tyler Voxx is looking for a highlight reel moment. Tope through the ropes. And man, if this is any indication of what this night's gonna be like, partner, we're in for a wild ride here at the Uniontown Mall.
I don't know if my heart can't take this much action right off the bat.
I'm working on it.
Keith and Voxx, they're extending that respect to Brandon Kay and Tad Jarvis.
You know who I feel bad for in all of this? Referee Nick Brown. What a tough position to be in.
Yeah, I wonder who he upset to draw this assignment.
Maybe the boss.
Speaking of which,
well, it looks like we're going to wind things down here and have an actual contest.
That was some unique offense.
Well, there's nothing that's not unique about Keith Haught, I'll tell you that much.
Another collar elbow tie up here. We're going to get down to some serious business. Or will we? I don't know.
He's saying, okay, turnabout's fair play.
Some psychological warfare in this opening matchup as well, don't you think?
Yeah, but listen, Brandon Kay's, he's down for playing games. He's here, and now Keith is done playing games. Now we got to fight.
And you're seeing the intensity elevate here because those RYSE Tag Team titles are on the line. As a former tag champion yourself, you know how competitive the tri-state area has been in the tag team division over the past decade or so.
Absolutely. You look at, wow!
Big ring collision! They had all the air driven out of them, and Brandon Kay does as well.
You look at the competition in the ring right now, the four teams vying for these tag titles. It's unbelievable.
Now, something to note here, Ty. In these scramble matches, when a wrestler hits the floor, they can be replaced by another competitor without a tag. Tags are still legal, of course, when the wrestlers are in the ring.
Look at Tyler Voxx.
But when someone hits the floor, you can have another competitor come in.
Voxx is moving better than I think I've ever seen him before. He's on a different gear.
Voxx at 100% may be destined to regain those championships. We know he has the motivation.
As far as I know, we've never had two-time tag team champions here in RYSE Wrestling.
One thing we're not.
You're correct.
This could be
we have not.
huge. And that's only because I stepped away from the game.
Don't break your arm, pat yourself in the back there, pal.
I got it all worked out, don't worry. It reaches.
Japanese arm drag here, and there's some of that new offense, always new wrinkles in the playbook for Tad Jarvis. We've talked about the evolution of Tad Jarvis, but he made a rookie mistake right there. You can't turn your back on Warhorse.
Well, and in a tag team situation, if your opponent's going to roll to the floor, Tad Jarvis isn't thinkable. Someone else is going to come and jump me from behind. But as you explained earlier with the rules, someone hits the floor, somebody else comes in to replace. This is a new mindset for these competitors, most of which have probably never been in a contest like that before.
Yeah, these scramble matches have a dynamic to them really all their own, because as you said, it's not a typical matchup. And man, Tad got tattooed in the corner.
Big running drive-by boot.
Warhawks are a pair of agile, powerful, big, bad hombres, and that's why they're so dangerous.
You got 4 competitors in that ring right now known for their heart, their fight, and their drive. You got 2 competitors known for their underhanded tactics and their villainy and their ways to get wins. And then you got 2 absolute monsters in the ring. The dynamic in this contest is unbelievable.
You heard that contact.
And now taking out Voxx and Haught. Keith Haught's coming into the ring now.
Yeah, they're not laying down on this one, man. The intensity of the competition is palpable here in the RYSE Tag Team division.
Now, it also makes it interesting, the thought that if a competitor goes down, a lot of times we've seen a situation where you're crawling, desperate to get that tag to get out of the ring. A competitor could just roll to the floor if they're aware enough to do so, just to get out of the action.
That's another side of this contest. When to try to create those openings. And man, Vader-style club by Pat the Bruiser. Blind tag from Couture, and we may be seeing our first indication of some cracks in the foundation of Steel Corp.
Yeah, I mean, Pat the Bruiser not happy. Couture should really rethink angry Pat the Bruiser, but I get it. Their titles are on the line. It's their titles. It's not Pat's. It's not Crosshair Kelly's. They're going to do what they think is best to keep their titles.
Keep in mind, Ty, you have to be in the ring to win this matchup. Hence why the Runway wanted to get that blind tag. They get in here to try to retain their titles. 2.5 that time.
You let Warhawks do the work on Jarvis, and then you come in and pick the bones. It makes total sense. What they didn't account for is how much heart Jarvis fights with in that ring.
Klein has Tad cinched up here.
Butterfly suplex.
Beautifully done. Absolutely. You took it right from me there, partner. Hooks that way. Brandon in for the save, as is Warhawk. And I believe this alliance of Steel Corp is going to be very short-lived because neither one of these teams are going to allow this chance at the championships to slip through their hands.
Warhawks has been, wow! Huge boot, huge step up insecurity. Warhawks has been vying for those titles for so long now. But we're going to see here, things are about to break down, I think.
Ty, I'm going to ask you, have you ever been in a tag team matchup where there were multiple teams involved?
Yes, I have.
What was your strategy?
The strategy is simple. You just got to try to survive. You just see Brandon K ripped off the apron by Pat the Bruiser. They're going to keep
nice interception
in the ring
from Klein, making sure that Tad couldn't get to the corner, but he does now. Miscue by the Runway. And Voxx is cooking on all cylinders, man.
Unbelievable. And Pat the Bruiser just tearing everybody off the apron. So there's no other outlet but Warhawks.
Pure 6 brawl situation here. Everybody's going at it. It's all breaking down for the tag team championships.
But Warhawks, a miscommunication.
Man, Voxx is so quick with those kicks.
This is the best I've ever seen him look. This is unbelievable.
Tyler Voxx may be undeniable on the night of the RYSE Rumble.
Look at the eyes! Look at the eyes! There's a werewolf in the ring right now!
I believe Voxx is looking for a highlight reel moment here in Union time.
Keith Haught in a bad way right now with one half of the Runway. And Warhawks, and Voxx is going to go up top to save his friend.
Wait a minute, interception by Couture, and this is getting very dangerous, very precarious situation.
And now Jarvis and K back in the mix on the floor.
Voxx is hanging precariously above the floor.
Couture, is Calvin going to risk it all here?
Look out here.
Voxx going over!
There you hear the ruling from Nick Brown, one of the best officials in Pittsburgh.
This match could end in a draw. The first 2 in the ring will be legal based on the scramble rules here. Jarvis Voxx and Klein will be the legal competitors.
Very wise. Tyler Klein knows you can only win this one in the ring. Could be going for that Ukrainian leg sweep combination. Runway hits it.
Beautifully done. Wait, Brandon K.
Hits that K-driver.
Big back kick there from Calvin. Beautiful maneuver.
And we have anarchy here.
Calvin doesn't see Keith Haught. Oh, wow!
Keith Haught and Tyler Voxx could be closing in on recapturing those championships.
The Cryptid and the Werewolf with a beautiful maneuver I've never seen before.
What goes up must come down.
Pure domination
Is over.
Absolute domination from Warhorse.
Now wait a second. Jarvis got in there at the nick of time.
I believe Warhorse would have had that one in the bag. That was academic. But we're seeing these scramble rules come into play. Wait a minute. Tyler Klein may steal this one.
Unbelievable. The Runway steals it from Warhorse. BC Steel trying to say, listen, I'll pay ya, it'll be fine. Warhorse does not look happy.
BC Steel has a top-tier collection of talent, but I don't know if there's going to be any mediation. I don't know if the snake oil salesman, the wild card at ringside, could potentially talk his way out of this one, because there is certainly dissension in the Steel Corp ranks. However, the bottom line is, by hook, or in this case by crook, Tyler Klein, Calvin Couture, after a wild matchup, still your RYSE Tag Team Champions.
No, that's enough. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Told you. Guys, before we get to our next contest, a couple quick announcements. First of all, I wanted to let it be known that this might be a record-setting attendance tonight here at the Indian Mall. Thank you all for coming out to the RYSE Rumble. We couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you for supporting the local guys here in Uniontown and West Pennsylvania. First of all, thank you guys so much for everything that you've done for the first 6 months that I've been in charge here. I think you guys have really, really embraced RYSE, and I can't thank you enough. The RYSE Rumble tonight, we're going to see some returns. There's going to see some people you haven't seen in a long time. It's going to see some completely new faces. So get ready for that. We have actually a couple of spots left in the RYSE Rumble. You ready? Let's do it. Cut the music right now. First of all, Uniontown, the great success does not speak poor or hillbilly, so all of you can shut your mouth.
If they need a translator, I can help.
We got an award-winning bone to pick with you. Not only did you not have a great success, your youngest tag team champions in the last match. Shut up! and number 30.
That's ours. That's it. That's ours.
So I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you the opportunity for one of you to get the number 30 spot. Who's going to get the opportunity?
It's like the Three Stooges meeting for a conference in the middle of the ring here, Todd.
They talk over too hard, they're gonna pass out.
I think Gerard Garrett reminds me of one Larry Fine, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Today, gentlemen. Okay. Gerard Garrett! The Magnificent! All right. So Gerard Garrett, I'm going to give you an opportunity. If you win a match, you will be the number 30 entrant into the RYSE Rumble.
It's huge.
But if you lose the match, you will be number 1. So who in the locker room wants to roll the dice and take a chance at being number 30? Who wants it?
See, here's the gambler. Oh, here we go. They're not waiting around. Cowpoke Paul is not going to sit back. He's taking a shot for number 30 right here.
Hey, Todd, you gotta know when to hold them, when to phone them, when to walk away. And I'll be damned if Cowpoke Paul didn't run to that ring to take this opportunity. He's gonna take the chance, take the gamble right here. We have seen Uniontown adopt this young man. He may be the sentimental favorite, not only here tonight, but in all of RYSE, period. And I believe that Gerard Garrett is going to be waxed up here
After the cow tip.
and I believe that one speaks for itself, don't you think?
I won't even dignify that maneuver with a comment. Just kidding. I love Cowpoke Paul. Just like these Cowpoke Paul posse here.
Uniontown, Pennsylvania can identify with this young man.
Cowpoke Paul is riding Jordan Styles. Unbelievable.
Jordan block off the ride. I've never seen that before.
This is unreal. Those moments when time stands still. Oh.
And the games are over because we know Gerard Garrett is one nasty individual. Gerard Garrett, former collegiate football player, has all the athletic tools you could ask for.
Successful in everything he's ever done.
He really is
Wrestling is just another stop on the Gerard Garrett success tour.
a blue chip athlete with all the potential in the world. Everything he does is crisp, and there are no major mistakes, no major flaws in the game for Gerard Garrett, which is why he has turned heads only a few months into his RYSE tenure.
Absolutely, a throwback to the Paul Orndorffs. Old school, big, muscular, throw him around and beat him down.
And this is where you don't want to be if you're Cowpoke Paul. I mean, boxed in the corner allows Gerard Garrett to dictate the pace of this contest. Gut wrench, side salto suplex. And again, we see the positioning lends itself right to a cover, forcing Cowpoke Paul to expend the energy to get off the canvas. Ty, if you can, as a former wrestler yourself, how important is ring positioning at any given time?
It's everything, because if you're in the wrong position in the ring, it could cost you a pinfall or it could cost you the matchup by not being able to get to the ropes.
That's why ring generalship is such an intangible for success in this sport.
And you've got two young athletes at ring, two young competitors. You might see mistakes, you might see slip-ups. You're seeing Paul fight back here.
And the bottom line is, Ty, this is really what RYSE Wrestling is about. Two young athletes, and the numbers game may be too much.
Cowpoke Paul expended so much energy trying to get this thing over as quickly as possible. His reserves, the tank that we always see with Cowpoke Paul, that deep reserve tank, might already be completely empty at this point in the contest.
And we talked about how strategic Gerard Garrett is, cinching on this Chipmunk to sap that energy, to sap that gas tank, to your point.
Paul trying to fight back with his block. Enough.
Garrett
Wait a second.
maintained wrist control, but Cowpoke up and over his shoulders.
Lost it, but beautiful recovery there.
Takes just 3 seconds, Todd, I'll tell you that.
Garrett cutting down Paul. 2 knees and a backbreaker.
Look at that smooth transition. That's what we're talking about with Gerard Garrett. Shoulders down, lateral press. Not enough body on body contact that time.
And look at Cowpoke Paul's eyes, looking at the crowd, looking at the audience, feeding off that energy from the posse. Gerard Garrett just stalking Cowpoke Paul now. And then flip 1 damage.
This is Gerard Garrett's MO. This is where he excels. When he can dictate the pace, a very meticulous and deliberate strategy every time Gerard Garrett wants to employ his offense.
Gerard Garrett going up top and getting caught right down on the tailbone.
That'll jar the spine. As will that man, because Cowpoke Paul is finding those reserves. All the heart in the world for Cowpoke Paul right here.
I don't know where he gets it from. Big shotgun Larry coming.
How much does Paul have left? Can he follow up? Oh, come on here. Jordan Styles needs to get the hell out of here. Keep in mind, the spot in the RYSE Rumble is on the line
Wait
here.
a second. I think I just saw something.
It's a pair of nuts
Yeah,
time.
he got it passed to him by Great Alexander. Look at the
Gerard Garrett's got the loaded fist.
He got it with it.
And he just blasted Cowpoke Paul.
This one's over. Unbelievable. Gerard Garrett is number 30. Wait a second. Wait, Gerard Garrett never took the nuts off. The official sees it.
He was caught red-handed.
There's no concealed carry for nuts in a RYSE ring. Cowpoke Paul.
The decision has been reversed.
From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows goes Gerard Garrett. And what are they going to do now? The great success.
When that decision was reversed, this crowd erupted. And could we see a repeat of that reaction later on tonight when Cowpoke Paul is statistically in the best spot to win the RYSE Rumble?
And Gerard, that means you're going into the Rumble number 1.
I should be number 30. I won.
Introducing first.
A man that we have seen have some barn burner contest in the year of 2022. And many of the pundits of this industry, Ty, have said this could be the year of that man right there, the breakout year of Christian Noir.
You know when people say they have demons? That's those demons right there. Christian Noir.
Give me that.
Ashton Day making his RYSE debut here at RYSE Rumble. A blue chipper, mega talented out of Ohio. But stepping in the ring against an absolute nightmare of a first opponent, both figuratively and literally, in Christian Noir.
Ashton Day is a highly touted prospect outside of RYSE Wrestling, and he's bringing a lot of that hype into RYSE Wrestling, but he has drawn potentially the toughest test on the RYSE roster because he is dealing with the most unorthodox and the most dangerous man in this organization in Christian Noir. As talented as Ashton Day is, I don't know if anything can truly prepare someone to face a man like Noir.
I'm excited to see what Ashton brings in the ring. Superstar good looks, but what is that gonna do against a monster like Christian Noir?
Ashton Day is a real athletic young man that has made some waves in his native state of Ohio.
Already getting the crowd behind him here, and Noir not liking it.
And that reputation has brought Ashton Day to RYSE Wrestling. But if he will excel here in the Uniontown Mall, it's a completely different equation, and a very unorthodox equation at that, when Noir is the puzzle to solve inside the squared circle.
Absolutely, it is a difficult puzzle to solve indeed. It's like the puzzle box from Hellraiser. When you put it together, it just gets worse for you.
Certainly Christian Noir, the Rubik's Cube of professional wrestling. But Ashton Day looks prepared. He's not going to be intimidated. Collar and elbow tie up here, center ring.
Take that trash back to Ohio, Ashton.
Noir's not one to make friends, is he?
No, not at all.
And I don't know if anybody's going to psych out Noir.
Ashton Day standing his ground here.
Waist lock here. And I
Nice
believe,
feeling out process. I
yeah,
like it.
that's Ashton Day letting his opponent know that he has the speed advantage. Ashton may be the quicker of the two. Nice misdirection here.
Beautiful maneuvering.
Into the wrist lock, back heel trip, has Noir down to the canvas, and that's where you can pin an opponent on the canvas. Ty, you can speak to that.
Absolutely, and working on right now the knee, the ankle. I mean, you're going to do that kind of damage early. It's going to really hinder Christian Noir in the long term. If he can keep this hold on for, you know, a good amount of time, going to transition up to the head now. Noir is getting ready to work that ankle out, so Day switching up to the head.
You control the head, you control the body. Very textbook, very elementary, but very effective. And we can see Noir trying to work his way back up to a vertical base to neutralize the pressure here. Able to extricate himself.
Big shoulder tackle, but no, not going anywhere.
And this may be Noir's attempt to rough up Ashton Day to make this a nasty fight.
Day up and over.
Nice athleticism from Ashton Day. Right through. Almost caught Noir off guard.
Look at that, wow!
What agility!
More than a half step quicker here, big drop kick.
And this young man, Ashton Day, knows that this platform of the RYSE Rumble could really cement his name in the conversation here. Shoulders down again. You can tell that Ashton Day is a real pro because, again, he knows you can win the matchup with the opponent on the canvas.
Absolutely, each maneuver trying to take his opponent down and make that cover. Noir trying to get a breather here, trying to just get a minute.
Noir may not be safe out there. Oh, wow! That was a veteran maneuver from Christian Noir. Suckered Ashton in and cut him off. Very strategic wrestling by Noir, and that is what makes him so dangerous.
And if Ashton Day is not familiar with Christian Noir, he's about to be. This is not where you want to get caught with a nightmare like Christian Noir.
And we know that Noir is a violent athlete. He'll fight anyway. The fact fact that a matchup starts in the ring is merely coincidental for Christian Noir. He'll fight you in the concession stand, the parking lot, anywhere.
Pillar to post, window to wall, doesn't matter for Christian Noir.
But even Noir has a method to the madness because he knows he can win the matchup in the ring.
Indie Wrestling, you can watch his ass whooping all you want.
Terrifying about Christian Noir. He has the capabilities to beat you in so many different ways, but he chooses the most brutal, the most violent, the most physically devastating to beat you.
And if that face doesn't say it all, man.
Things are looking real bad now for Ashton Day.
You know, minus some time on the sidelines to heal for some injuries, I believe in total, Noir is about a 6 or 7 year pro, but I believe that he's really just now entering the peak of his career.
Oh,
really
absolutely.
the prime of his career.
Absolutely, and when a competitor, whoa! Oh, wow!
Misdirection, but Noir had it scouted.
Smarts there by Christian
Axe
Noir.
kick right to the spine. That was nasty.
When you reach your peak, when you start to really reach your physical peak the way Noir is, I mean, it's terrifying. Someone like Christian Noir.
Noir's in the best shape of his life. And after what we've seen him accomplish so far this year, I've said it before and I'll say it again, 2022 may be the year of Noir. Cover here, finds 2.5. And if you're Ashton Day, because you've made your debut in a lot of different promotions over the years here, another lateral press, what kind of pressure is it for an athlete on their first night in a promotion?
You want to make a huge impact because you know that the higher-ups, these people are watching, and you want to
matchmaker Chris LaRusso has his eyes on this matchup.
Absolutely, you want to be brought back. You want to show that what you bring to the table, win or lose, what you bring to the table is something that the company will benefit from having you in the ring. And, you know, we saw that definitely early right now with Ashton Day. But as this match goes on, you know, you're seeing a lot of fight, but Christian Noir just having his way right now with Ashton.
He's clamping down on those carotid arteries, trying to restrict the blood flow, trying to make Ashton Day a little dizzy here, which is why he's trying to scurry to his feet.
But one of the things that Brandon and Chris both look for here at RYSE is heart and fight, and you're going to see it right here. Ashton Day fighting back, but just not enough momentum built up. Shoulder tackles are such a momentum maneuver. And Christian Noir, with just a little bit of run, built up enough momentum to be able to counter the blow and deliver one of his own to Ashton Day.
One of those kamikaze type maneuvers from Noir. But one thing I'll say is I'm really impressed with the fight of Ashton Day. He's in there with a tough test, and he's giving it everything he's got.
There's the drop kick.
Misdirection drop kick almost sends Noir out of the ring. Big time impact right there.
Now we see, how do you recover? Big step up boot.
This could be Ashton's chance if he's going to get out of this building with a victory.
Went for another big kick, but didn't get it. Out the back door.
Look out here. Beautifully done. Puts Noir down. But Noir is durable. No matter what you think of him, even if you don't agree with those tactics that he uses or his attitude.
He's a hard man to keep on the mat.
What's Ashton have in mind here? Gets shrugged off. Wow! Man, ace crusher. Good night.
Do it.
That's it. That quick, one shot, game over. And what is Noir doing?
Is he going to take a trophy?
I'm good, thank you. man that was the standard of RYSE Pro Wrestling before the entire world shut down. It took a global pandemic to stop the momentum of the Iceman. But I'm going to tell you what, Ty, this man right here, Tony Johnson, in my opinion, is the MVP of RYSE Wrestling. And tonight, he has a chance to prove it against a bona fide independent wrestling legend in Delirious.
Pound for pound, maybe the best pure athlete, strength, speed. What a competitor we see here in Tony Johnson.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 191 pounds, from the edge of sanity, Delirious!
For the first time in over a decade, this independent wrestling legend is back on the independent scene. A man that for 2 decades has been one of the most influential and one of the most polished anywhere in the world. Delirious has competed all across the United States, Mexico, Japan, Ring of Honor. Delirious has done it all. He spent the better part of a decade as one of the most influential trainers anywhere in wrestling. This man has been in the ring with a who's who of this sport. AJ Styles, CM Punk, Jushin Thunder Liger, they all decorate the resume of Delirious.
And he is as good as or better than all of them. The talent that this man brings to the ring is unfathomable.
From the Tokyo Dome to Madison Square Garden to Arena Mexico, Delirious is in Uniontown tonight to square off with the Iceman.
It is rarely an honor to get to call a match here at RYSE Wrestling with a competitor that you never thought in your life you would get to call a match for. So this is unbelievable for me sitting here as a Delirious fan for so long. And then one of my best friends in the world, Tony Johnson, being in the ring with him. Tony and I trained together. He was in my wedding, but I don't know if he's in what he's in for here.
The unorthodox nature of Delirious already coming into play here. Front chantry, Iceman sits out. No feeling out process here, man. We're rocking and rolling.
Well, for Delirious, this is the feeling out process. Go absolutely crazy.
The mad scientist of professional wrestling, Delirious.
But I think he's finding out. He's in the ring with one of the unsung best in the country, in Tony Johnson.
The head trainer for Ring of Honor for over a decade, Delirious, has taught some of the most polished professionals in the industry today. And Ty, just a quick tidbit here. We've talked about how special this matchup is. When I was 16 years old, I saw Delirious and Matt Sydal tear the house down in Monroeville, Pennsylvania in 2005. And I've been a huge fan of Delirious since then. So this is certainly something special for me as well. An honor to call this matchup, this opportunity for the Iceman, Tony Johnson.
Tony has no idea what's going on in this ring right now. He can't understand what Delirious is saying.
Waist lock here. Standing switch by the Iceman. Wrist lock by Delirious.
And that's a veteran technique. Every single maneuver adding a little bit of twist and torque just to make sure you get that extra little bit of leverage, that extra little bit of damage done.
Delirious is a 20-year pro that's wrestled around the world. We just saw the Iceman hang step for step with him, but not for long.
I'm telling you, I sit here and tell you, I fully believe that you're looking at one of the best professional wrestlers in the country, Tony Johnson.
And this is his opportunity to prove it.
Absolutely.
If Johnson walks out of here with a win over Delirious, the wrestling world will be talking about Tony Johnson. Up and over this time, as does Delirious. Wow! Huge hip toss. And the deep arm drag puts the Iceman on the canvas.
And a lot of strength from Delirious there on that hip toss. Tony Johnson almost hit the sprinklers.
Delirious dictating the momentum of this contest so far. Up and over he goes. One spring by the Iceman. Turnabout, fair play. Johnson returns the favor, returns in kind. And we are seeing these two go step for step in high-quality professional wrestling action right here.
And I think Delirious is caught a little off guard here.
Ty, it goes without saying, with Delirious's resume, Johnson may have come into this matchup as the underdog. I believe right now he's earning his stripes in there with Delirious.
100%. And I speak a little Delirious, and what I think he's saying is, I cannot believe how strong you are. Your abilities are incredible, but I would like to test you at a feat of strength right here, right now, to see who is the better man. I got all of that just now from Delirious.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock here, test of strength. I believe Johnson may have a slight height advantage, may have the leverage advantage here.
And I give Tony a strength advantage no matter who he's in the ring with, because I think, pound for pound, the strongest competitor in this company. Look at that, unreal.
Leg sweep, shoulders down. Almost caught the Iceman off guard. Standing switch again. And again. I'm getting a little dizzy here, partner.
I'm getting dizzy watching this too. Look at this. Transitioning to a different maneuver. Can Tony get out of it?
Trying to extricate himself here. Whoa, wait a minute.
No, no, no!
That's a great success. Edric Everhart. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ty, we can't let this happen. We can't let them throw this match out. We were in the midst of watching a tremendous contest, and these four jerks have ruined the whole damn thing.
I knew Edric was jealous. At the last event, you could see it when LaRusso announced that Jayce Oliver would get this matchup, but I didn't think he would stoop to this.
You gotta be kidding me. We cannot allow this to happen. We got Delirious in the house. We can't let this end in a no contest.
We're seeing such an unbelievable contest too. Oh wait, we're gonna hear from Delirious here.
Translate for us, Ty. What's he saying?
He said, I would like a tag match. This crowd is coming unglued at the prospect. And we're getting it! Wow!
LaRusso just made it official. Tony Johnson had Delirious as a dream opponent. I believe the Iceman and Delirious just became a dream team.
100% Delirious is hyped. You gotta know that the respect was earned in the little bit that we saw in the ring just now.
Alexander and Edric.
And Alexander running for his life.
They wanted an opportunity. They stuck their nose where it didn't belong, and they could be paying for it tenfold. Alexander and Edric wanted to mar this evening. They wanted to make this event about themselves. Well, they're getting their comeuppance right now.
They're either gonna make their stamp on pro wrestling with a huge win tonight in a match they didn't even deserve to be in at the start of this contest, or they are gonna pay for their sins at the hands of Delirious and Tony.
Delirious looks like he's chomping at the bit to get his hands on Alexander.
Taking a shot at Tony Johnson.
And a blind side by Edric. And the numbers game we knew would come into play because that's the MO of the Great Success.
Ducking underneath.
Delirious hangs on.
And now the numbers game turnabout.
And look at the tag team continuity of Delirious and the Iceman having some fun at the expense of Alexander.
Edric back in the ring now.
Uniontown, Pennsylvania is rocking, man.
Can he get the big man Edric over? He said Tony, by the way.
Are you sure?
Yes. Unbelievable.
How do we know you're not misquoting Delirious?
I got a degree. I got a minor in Delirious when I was at college.
How do we know you're not slandering the independent legend here?
I promise you. Take my word for it.
I have a corporate communications degree, but I don't think Delirious speaks corporate.
I think Delirious speaks going airborne with Tony. Basement drop kicks.
If I find out you're misquoting Delirious, we're going to have problems, pal. And I believe Alexander may have problems breathing after that shot.
Wow, this is brutal.
The great Alexander is going to have a memento to take home with him, a pair of Delirious' fingerprints all over his chest.
If he takes a picture on his phone and prints it, that's a keepsake. Meanwhile, Edric
Delirious
is definitely worse for wear on the other side of the ring.
Delirious is one of the most unorthodox wrestlers in the history of professional wrestling.
Delirious has the hat of a fan on and the headbutt with the bill of that hat.
Delirious is in disguise.
This has gone absolutely.
Hey, Ty, what was in the brim of that hat? We don't even know.
It's some cardboard. This is wild now.
Going out here.
Get turned.
From our vantage point, I'm losing. There's so much action all over the place, man. We're losing our. And this is the disgrace right here. Alexander choking someone the stature of Delirious.
Well, you want to make your mark. That's how you do it.
And you know Delirious was looking forward to competing against Tony Johnson. We saw that in a video release on social media.
Absolutely.
So Delirious is upset as well because his opportunity to compete against one of the best in Western Pennsylvania was ruined by your tie cross, by Edric Everhart and the great Alexander at this event here.
Well, I've ruined enough in my lifetime. I would never want to ruin this matchup. If you watch any tape, if you don't know who Tony is, and then watch tape on Tony, you immediately get excited at the prospect of being in the ring with him. That's for sure. If you know that's what Delirious was doing, if you didn't already know who Tony was, before this even came about.
And this Uniontown crowd is rallying behind the Iceman and Delirious here.
Delirious now gets a fight. Big boot, man. Wow. That might have been a tooth.
Delirious got drilled in the face with it. That mask isn't going to offer any protection from a boot like that.
Flew out of Delirious's jaw.
And I have to say, Ty, I think it speaks volumes that after 20 years plus in the business, Delirious can still go step for step with the young guns of this sport.
Absolutely, but I do want to say that knee DT right there that was just applied by the great Alexander probably did a lot of extra damage to the foot because Delirious not wearing boots and shoes. Something to think about there too. That was a DDT to the leg, straight foot first, heel first into the mat.
And I believe Alexander trying to rake the eyes, rake the face. And it's no surprise Alexander is going to exploit the 5 count.
All 3 members of the Great Success.
Could you imagine the rain on the parade if the Great Success are victorious here? We'll never hear the end of it.
Wait a second, small package.
Could be over here.
Did he get it?
Ty, if the Great Success are victorious here, we're never going to hear the end of it.
Oh, absolutely. But I wouldn't blame him, honestly. If I had a win against Delirious, I'd talk about it nonstop.
And Delirious is firing up.
Back to the eyes. If Delirious drove to this building, he might need help getting home. Those eyes are taking a beating and now raked across the rope.
Nasty right here. Ty, you can speak to this as a former wrestler. Those ropes are actually cables. You get your face scraped across those. You really can slice your skin, correct?
It does so much damage. Wow! And that is the turnabout of not having boots on the heels. Heel first, bone first, Kevin the face and then the spine.
Kevin Von Erich style without the boots, but a foot right in the face of the great success. And can Delirious reach the Iceman?
Not
wise
right.
Wrestling from Alexander, putting himself in between the two teammates here.
At the back door!
And the tag is made.
Look at Tony fly!
The Iceman is cooking on all cylinders. Watch out for the handspring.
Wow! Unbelievable! That's the greatest springboard kick I've ever seen!
But the numbers game continuing to come into play here.
One of the most devastating maneuvers in all of wrestling. The back rake.
Head of steam from the Iceman.
Look at the maneuvering. Tag team maneuvers.
Haught attack. Tag team continuity here. What a series of offensive maneuvers. Hooks that leg, back press.
Alexander breaking it up.
I think Delirious has had enough of Alexander, but
And
again,
the eyes again.
there is no shortcut that the great success won't take here.
And Alexander got Tony up. Wow.
Rolling Death Valley driver, innovative offense. And again, the great success looking to play spoiler here.
Gigantic Blue Thunder bomb.
Oh, man.
I thought it was over.
My heart was sinking until that shoulder came up. And of course, as a reminder, it's July 9th of 2022. My name's Jim Amata, you're Todd Cross.
Thank you.
We have Delirious, the Iceman, squaring off against Edric, Everhart, and the great Alexander in Union Tag.
And Delirious in the ring. Delirious changed direction. Whoa! Huge lariat.
We're seeing right here why Delirious has been a gem of the wrestling business for 20 years.
Delirious down to the apron and all the way to the floor.
He hit very, very hard that time. The complexion of this matchup may change here.
Whoa, what a knee.
Oh, look out. On the floor, you heard the slap. And again,
he's done for.
The great success trying to put their fingerprints all over this matchup. The Iceman flies.
And Edric Everhart taking the tape off. Looking at Tony.
This is gut check time here, Ty.
They were in a training class together.
This is gut check time.
For a decade.
Edric Everhart wanted to steal the spotlight from Tony Johnson. Edric Everhart wanted to make this evening about Edric Everhart. The Iceman's having none of it. But the new ugly is going to have some European uppercuts.
Doing the damage. The hardest European uppercut in wrestling. Go for the boot.
Interception.
Wow!
Rolling elbow right to the jaw. The Iceman may be out of it. Brain buster. Gotta be all. Not right now. No. Tony Johnson digging down. That was grit. That was tenacity. That was determination.
And that was one of the best exchanges I've ever seen.
The MVP of RYSE Wrestling living up to that moniker right now.
Yeah, but the Bastard King of RYSE going for the cutter. No water in the pool. The kid, wait.
Delirious is perched up top. Shadows over hell.
Wow.
He hits it. Iceman makes the cover.
He got him! This will be one of the most talked about matches and moments in RYSE history. Unbelievable, the sequence to finish out that contest. But Tony and Delirious stand tall!
The independent wrestling legend and the MVP of RYSE in the same ring at the same time. You just saw professional wrestling personified.
To know if you enjoyed our performance. And now I would like to hear you chant for Tony.
Second half of RYSE Pro Wrestling, the RYSE Rumble, July 9th, 2022. My name's Jim Amata, still here with the esteemed Ty Cross. And Ty,
we are about to witness pure trash return to the RYSE Wrestling ring. A man I've been in the ring with more than one occasion. I'll tell you right now, no bones about it, no frills, no beauty, all trash in that ring. Punches, kicks, chokes, eye rakes. This is a dirty, dirty individual right here.
This is a man that has nothing to lose, Ty. He's coming in here with the answer to the open challenge. And quite frankly, PB Smooth, with the momentum he has, could be considered the favorite ahead of this matchup. No one would be surprised that PB Smooth has a successful title defense. We've seen him do that all throughout this year. But Ron Mathis is a man that is willing to put his body on the line, and the combination of not having anything to lose and the willingness to risk his own well-being makes Ron Mathis a threat to the Grand Championship. Make no mistake about it.
I've seen this man do some crazy things in that ring. But is he willing, is he able to stack up to the Urban Playbook? Pretty Boy Smooth, the RYSE Grand Champion, has defended the title against all comers, all different types of opponents, and has remained atop the mountain here at RYSE Wrestling.
Inside or outside of RYSE, the Urban Playboy has faced and conquered all comers.
Cody Johnson, Edric Everhart, the Great Alexander, the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone, the Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin, JTG. Will Ron Mathis be added to that list?
A champion's mentality is PB Smooth. The mental preparation and the physical execution are what have led to a 6-month title reign so far for the Urban Playboy.
I don't think we've ever seen a run this great, this many wins, this many big opponents that we're seeing with PB Smooth.
You think Mathis paid for that haircut?
I think he paid a fortune for it in pure trash dollars. Ron Mathis so unhinged right now. He makes Delirious look like a businessman. There is the champ, and here comes Ron. But PB had it scouted.
The challenger just sandwiched on the floor and already on rubber legs.
Pretty Boy Smooth taking the time to put up his hair, make sure he looks fresh to death.
And this matchup not even officially underway because both competitors have to be in the ring for the belt
Look
to
at
sound.
PB taking his time.
Ron Mathis is more unbalanced than I am out there trying to run away here.
No, Ron Mathis really has nothing to lose. He says, screw this, he's out of here.
Ty, they come over here, I'm running, man. I'm not staying here.
I don't blame you. You and I got stuff to lose, unlike Ron Mathis.
Back in the ring, guys, come on.
He is in all sorts of bad ways right now. Oh, what a right hand.
It's my dad's birthday in 2 weeks. We got cake to eat, man.
Wow. But Pretty Boy Smooth showing no ill effects.
You don't want to exchange strikes with the Urban Playboy. And RYSE organizer Chris LaRusso is near this action, but I don't even know if the boss can get this fight back in the ring.
Well, PB might make it happen. He's in firm control right now. Whoa!
Ty, Ron Mathis has made a career of competing in matches with light tubes, with barbed wire, broken glass. There's no chance, no risk that Mathis won't take. But I don't think even the combat of the broken glass and the barbed wire prepared him for the assault of the Urban Playboy.
I can't help you.
Hey, get out of here, pal.
I can't help you.
I'm not
allowed. I'm not legally allowed. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was my water. All my drinks. Watch my note on my phone. Unreal. I hope not. I got pictures of my kid on here. This is unbelievable. Jim Lamont had to run for the hills. I feel like I am on the ground in a war zone right now. Reporting live. Oh, Ron got the referee in the way, and there's the eye rake. And this one still is not underway.
Hey, Ty, can you hear me? Are we on?
You're back. I think you're back, brother. What a DDT.
I told you, I'm not staying around here. My young nephew, Don P. I want to live to see him grow up, so I'm getting out of here.
Unbelievable, Jim. I don't even know if this is still a legal match. We still have an unsanctioned fight right now.
Yeah, I don't think we've even had a belt. I'm sorry, I'm not going to maintain some professionalism when I got these two maniacs fighting around here.
Well, one's a maniac, the other one's trying to rise to the occasion of lunacy.
I think your glasses are broken. I'm sorry if I'm a little jumpy.
No, I understand. I gotta hide my wallet in case that pure trash comes back. Secure! Took a shot.
What the hell's going on here?
He has nothing to lose.
What is going on? Ron Mathis just attacked security.
I want to get in and help, but I don't think that's a safe bet for me. A valid point made by Ron Mathis.
Well, wait a minute. There's security's hurt. Are we going to throw this thing out? This is supposed to be our RYSE Grand Championship match, and Ron Mathis is taking this thing too far.
I think
way
Chris
too
Russo
far.
just took a shot. Good on Chris to hold back, not to get physically involved, knowing his spot in the company. Too much at risk.
Now wait a minute, Mathis has a chair, and this is not a no disqualification.
The match hasn't started yet. We have never seen Pretty Boy Smooth in this position ever.
We need to just throw this matchup out. This jackass is trying to ruin our title match. That's what's going on. Nick Brown is not obligated to start this matchup. Well, I guess he is now because his life just got threatened.
This is over. We got a new champion. He got the shoulder up.
Well, Russo's having heart palpitations at ringside. I don't blame him.
He's got to be thinking, what happens if Ron Mathis is the champion of this company after what we've just seen? This is a different Ron Mathis than I've ever been in the ring with before.
This guy has lost it. He's gone.
He says he's going to break PB Smooth's back.
And this matchup is official. I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
No, I understand.
Ron Mathis is living up to his name. And God help us if this guy walks out of here with the Grand Championship.
And look, here goes Pretty Boy Smooth fighting back.
You know, I'm not being objective here. I hope PB Smooth puts Ron Mathis through the canvas.
Oh, and PB walked away. Pretty Boy Smooth saying not today, but he is still selling the ill effects of that brutal attack before the bell.
Look at Mathis, those rabbit punches, excuse me.
I never in a million years, even knowing Ron Mathis, would have expected this outcome so far in this matchup. Pretty Boy Smooth has not been the same. He hasn't been the same.
He's got that fist tape where he's throwing those shots. And the Urban Playboy was expecting a wrestling match. This is anything but that, but the Grand Championship is on the line.
See Ron quick to recover, goes straight to the top. I don't think PB anticipated the quick recovery. Watch the sprinklers. He caught him out of midair. Wow!
The power of PB Smooth may be his only saving grace. And damn it, Mathis kicks out.
But now how do they recover? How does PB recover? How does Ron bounce back from that? This is such a pivotal moment in this contest. And it's so early in the matchup, but not in the encounter as a whole.
PB Smooth may be looking to end this one here. We saw him use this maneuver.
No, out the back door.
Oh, nasty neck breaker from Ron Mathis.
Running European. And PB goes to the floor.
Look out, Mathis will put his body on the line.
He caught him.
Man, the champion got posted.
This is unbelievable. PB Smooth was assaulted before the bell. You gotta think he's a half step slower. Chris LaRusso now lurking. He's worried about the safety of these fans.
What do you think LaRusso has going through his mind?
He's worried about the fans. He's worried about his security. He's worried about this company.
We're going to talk about a PR nightmare. Have Ron Mathis as the grand champion. And this blatant choking, I'm begging Nick Brown to just ring the damn bell.
It's the official's discretion. He's going to go talk it over right now with PB Smooth. I think PB wants to keep this contest going.
PB Smooth is in some serious pain right
Mercer's
now.
out there too. Now Ron Mathis, pure trash, talking trash. He thinks he's got it in the bag here. PB's back in the ring.
Ron Mathis has that green hair. I think LaRusso is going to have some gray hair by the time this matchup's over.
No doubt about it.
This is undoubtedly the toughest test of the championship run of PB Smooth, and that covers some ground.
Every competitor he stepped in the ring with so far has been different, but nothing is compared to this.
We saw a stellar matchup against Jackson Stone last month, but no one has been as unorthodox as Ron Mathis.
And it's a brilliant strategy to take it to PB Smooth in a way he's never dealt with before. Oh, but here we go. Not even that tremendous hardcore contest with Kobe Red at the beginning of this title reign. I don't think that put as much pressure on PB Smooth, but now PB's fighting back.
A pure powerhouse is PB Smooth. And he's gonna gut through the pain for that grand championship.
Maybe tapping in a little bit to that ether. Digging down deep, what is this? Wow, what a hold!
No, hold the bell.
And I believe that PB Smooth is looking to dislocate as many joints in the body of Ron Mathis as possible.
I don't blame him, I'd want to too.
Hey, when I tell you break, I'm gonna break. Do you understand?
I think Nick Brown's losing his cool. I think everyone has lost their cool.
Public enemy number one in Uniontown tonight is that man right there with the green hair, Ron Mathis. We knew that Ron Mathis, he's a 15-year pro. He had a reputation for being wild and unorthodox. I don't think that we expected anything like this.
Look at these succession running European uppercuts.
The offensive assault of Ron Mathis is being poured on the champion right now.
That was 5 in a row. And I think the ropes are the only thing holding PB up right now.
Man, right to the temple. Pinpoint shot.
Look at the power.
It is very rare we see the champion tossed around like that. And it pains me to say it. I'm getting a pain in my sternum even thinking about it. This may be the night that Ron Mathis upsets the apple cart. This may be the night that Ron Mathis turns RYSE upside down.
I mean, without a doubt, another DDT, and this might be it. Another kick out. This is the closest Pretty Boy Smooth, I feel, has ever been to losing this title.
Yeah,
we have seen PB Smooth in a lot of bad situations.
The champion is in a heap on the canvas, and I don't think we can ever say that in his tenure as champion so far. The past 6 months have been all PB Smooth.
Ron's thinking, what do I got to do now? The bell rang. I can't use another chair.
Ron Mathis may be running out of answers in his playbook.
He is going to get another chair. Oh no, what is this?
And this will be a disqualification. Referee Nick Brown, one of the best in the business, has to assert some authority here.
I think I've seen this move before. Yep, he's got the title. He's got the title.
Oh man! PB got crowned right on the top of his head. And you can't tell me it's going to end like this.
Big elbow drop. And we got a new RYSE Grand Champ. No!
Mathis is losing his mind. But thankfully, PB Smooth got that shoulder up at about the very last second possible. Inches away from a new grand champion. I think we're all going to need some blood pressure medication after this matchup.
What does Ron have to do here? Oh, the pile driver. That's what he's got left in the tank. In the repertoire. Wait a second. Unbelievable.
Manhandled the challenger right there.
Unreal.
Game over, pal.
He got it. He got it.
It was a war of attrition, but the champion answered the challenge. The champion answered the bell. And after a hellacious fight, the Urban Playboy retains and remains the RYSE Grand Champion.
Here comes number one.
This is the very first ever RYSE Rumble. My name's Jim Amato with the esteemed Ty Cross. July 9th, 2022, here in Uniontown, Pennsylvania for IndyWrestling.us. 30 wrestlers, one winner for a shot at the Grand Championship. It's very rare that there is an opportunity to put your name in the history books, but Ty, tonight, someone will be the very first winner of the very first ever RYSE Rumble.
Here we go.
The Bearcat a sentimental favorite.
A former #1 contender for the Grand Championship.
The Cryptid versus the Magnificent One.
Here we go, we are underway.
The very first ever RYSE Rumble here, Ty. What's the strategy?
You know, I've been in Battle Royals in the past. The strategy, make sure you keep your center of gravity, keep your base.
Speaking of the base, they just dropped the base.
At least they're on the canvas.
Todd, did I ever tell you that Gerard Garrett has a very punchable face?
Absolutely. There's a headbutt by Keith Haught. Are we gonna see a Haught mess this early? Through the middle rope now. But I do believe getting onto the top rope and then going off.
Yes, that will be
an elimination. A Haught mess. The Envy Meteor crashing down in the middle of the ring.
That was a hell of a meteor strike, I'll tell you that, man.
And we got so much more to go.
Every 90 seconds, another wrestler will join this matchup.
What do we have here?
We've talked about it for years that Calvin Couture has the potential to secure that Grand Championship. This could be the way that he does it.
I mean, you got two former #1 contenders squaring off right now.
And let's not forget, Ty, Keith and Couture battled it out earlier in the evening.
Absolutely.
So they have to be worn down. They have to be worse for wear.
You got one half of the tag champs and one half of potentially the tag #1 contenders. You're not sure after how everything shook out.
The Cryptid putting on the brakes.
You're not going to powerbomb Keith Haught. We're going to see a connect here.
And I believe Couture just lost his lunch. Couture may not breathe again until the next RYSE Rumble. And they are already looking to eliminate Couture here. That's very smart by Keith Haught.
We got another competitor coming out.
This ring is going to fill up quickly, partner.
There was a low blow in the ring just now from Couture to Keith.
Who's it going to be?
Jayce in the ring, a young stronghold competitor. Wrestled in a dark match here to kick off the evening for these fans. Look at the maneuverability.
You want to talk about making a name for yourself in one night? He could go from virtual unknown to championship challenger. Good young Jayce. And speaking of young Jayce, his tenure in the RYSE Rumble may be short-lived.
Oh no, Keith to Jayce trying to eliminate Calvin. And this crowd's loving it.
Couture, we know he's double tough. Despite being a tag team specialist, Couture may be the odds-on favorite.
This is going to be Tyler Klein of the Runway.
And we're seeing it already, the numbers advantage for the Runway and in turn Steel Corp. Mr. Design
saving his partner.
And now the odds have tilted in the favor of the Runway.
We got no elimination so far. Gorgeous maneuver there.
Face breaker, Dennis Contry style from Tyler Klein. and now tearing a page from the Hart Foundation with the heart attack. I really believe the Runway are the top tag team in RYSE and have the potential to be the top tag team anywhere.
Unable to get Jayce eliminated.
Jayce is still in the ring, buddy.
I said unable to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unable to.
I'm sorry, I can't hear so much
so
noise.
far away right now. I'm so amped up, I gotta stand for this.
Hey, what are you doing here? What a day.
Oh my goodness, I thought the Grim Reaper was behind me.
Beautiful day. Tag team champions, we're gonna win the Rumble, we're gonna go party.
Which one? Which one did you pick to win? Yeah, you don't even know.
I'm gonna have to go jump into some...
Wait a second. What? You've got to be kidding.
No way. He's here!
A king returns in Union Town.
The nerd has returned home!
Nerd breakers for everybody.
God bless Lewis! He's back!
Out of the middle with the elbow!
Nerdamania running wild, man!
These are the moments that you live for! The return of Lewis the Nerd!
I believe we got, what, half a dozen competitors out there?
Yes, I do believe Lewis was number 6 in this contest.
Gerard, Garrett, Keith Haught started this matchup.
So you confused me with half dozen. I never order half dozens, I only order baker's dozens.
We're not quite there yet, but we're gonna get there because we have 30 wrestlers that are signed up for this Rumble, and who's next?
4'9'6".
Who is
that
this,
his
Ty?
height?
Ty, who is this?
Look at this monster.
Do you know who this guy is?
No clue.
This guy looks like a maniac.
That's why that police van was outside. That makes so much sense. I didn't see him in the back because they had him locked up until bell time.
What is going on here? Jayce hit the floor. And what is, I got this right, 4'9'6".
4'9'6". That's probably his inmate number. And Lewis is eliminated by 4'9'6" as well. What a heartbreaker. Here comes Zeke Mercer. They are one of the quickest moving, hardest hitting competitors we have here.
Zeke Mercer has made a lot of waves in the tri-state area, but they have never been here in RYSE. We are seeing young prospects that have a chance to make a huge impression, the biggest impression, secure a shot at the Grand Championship.
Zeke Mercer had one contest here in RYSE Wrestling, I believe a victory over Joe Murphy. But looking to make their mark here in this contest. You win here, you get a shot at the Grand Championship.
This monster of 4'9'6", Ty, is taking out everybody. Who is going to stop this maniac?
Trying to eliminate Zeke now.
Zeke is all heart, but they may be just overmatched.
Now everyone's working on 4'9'6". Wild style, Jayce Karr.
This is a young man I believe we've seen here previously.
Yeah, last competed in a losing effort to Matt Carter. What's it sailing? Wow!
Jayce Karr quite literally making a splash. But I don't know if going after that monster is a good idea.
That's wild style for you. And now everyone's ganging up.
This may be the only way that 496.
And there goes Zeke as well.
I believe that was Gerard Garrett that was able to eliminate Zeke.
Yes, and now I believe we're back down to 5.
Bodies everywhere here.
Klein and Couture rolling out of the ring under the bottom rope. Not eliminated. Oh my.
And this is about to get a little more interesting.
You get rid of one monster, you get a completely different one.
The Steel Corp contingent grows, but after what we saw in that tag match earlier, is Crosshairs gonna coexist with the Runway?
Well, the Runway got out of Dodge. BC Steel, you gotta think he knows everybody's numbers. He probably told the Runway, get on out of there, Warhorse is coming down. He's gotta at least know his contracted Steel Corp members' numbers.
Klein, I believe, went under the bottom rope and is having a conference with BC Steel on the floor. And
Calvin's out as well from under the bottom rope.
That's legal. Not ethical, but it is legal. They're not eliminated. The Runway is still in this thing. And Keith was hanging on. They were being pushed over by that big bad hombre known as Crosshairs Kelly.
Jayce Karr now trying to get things under control with Crosshairs. Jayce Karr took on 496 and now Crosshairs Kelly. One forearm from Crosshairs. All it takes.
Hey, I know this guy.
That's the Trailer Park Dream.
He's from the Stronghold Academy. And I don't think the Runway approves of that fashion sense.
Listen, I'm always down for a good flannel, even if you do cut the sleeves off. And a can to the head to both members.
That's a beer to the brain in another sense as well, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm straight edge. I didn't think like that.
12 ounces to the cranium in another way.
That's a good way to put it. And look at Greene with the power.
Greene's a big boy, man. He might be difficult to get over that rope.
Look at this standoff. Greene and Kelly. Greene didn't want anything to do with him. Oh no.
Steel Corp, a full court press here. All 4 members in. And tied, to quote the late great Larry Sweeney, we are 12 large, 12 wrestlers deep in the first ever RYSE Rumble.
And the total poundage is getting a lot for that ring to handle. Jayce Karr eliminated.
Keith Haught trying to hang on. They got booted right off the apron. And one for Greene as well. And Steel Corp is clearing the ring.
And Greene is gone. Now it's Runway and it's Warhorse.
Steel Corp ran the table. They just have to wait for the next entrant here.
They're looking great.
They may be able to pick off the entrants one by one.
Wait a second! There goes the Runway!
imploded. That's a measure of payback for earlier this evening.
Look at this, Brohemoth, another monster. Look at Bro go. The power.
Oh, big mid-ring collision. Brohemoth is an athlete
I have never seen two bodies that large slam into each other at that kind of speed.
that has wanted an opportunity, and I don't know how. They got him up, never mind. It proved me wrong.
Brohemoth putting everything in Brohemoth could and eliminated.
Less than 90 seconds, Brohemoth was out of here. That is how dominant Warhouse is. And could this be a preview of what we're going to see the rest of the way here?
4, 3, 2, 1. Number 14,
Josh Rush coming into a bad situation. Large competitor, but man.
I don't think Crosshairs wants to. Well, just listen to this.
Ooh, big back elbow. And another in a boot. Big Josh now. Huge shoulder tackle. But don't forget, Pat the Bruiser.
Forgive me, Ty, I was parched. I needed a beverage. And
I
too
get
much
it.
action to call.
Listen, partner, I'm here. I'll carry you. We're gonna see it again. Down.
That was some contact, to say the least.
It is over for Big Josh.
Here is a true pro, almost 20 years under his belt of experience. James Avery may not be very familiar around these parts, but in his native of Ohio, he is one of the most seasoned veterans in the Buckeye State.
Large guy. These fans might not know who he is, but they want anybody to take out Warhouse here.
I don't know if Warhouse is going to be, well, thanks for coming, James Avery. That's got to be a
record-setting night. It's a record-setting night.
Sorg's going to have to put a countdown clock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And James Avery's eliminated twice.
Saturn Price, a young man that has made some waves.
Has a cool name. Jealous of the name, not gonna lie.
That's a hell of an analysis.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, Jim. Look at this, look at the maneuvers. The maneuverability. Warhouse might be in for a little bit of a matchup here, especially if Pat the Bruiser has trouble recovering.
Price can't turn his back. That's a mistake.
Yeah, Pat the Bruiser cleaning house
Like
again.
I said, that's a mistake.
Where is Chris LaRusso finding all of this mass? I think he sought out the largest competitors he could find in the tri-state area.
Wrestlers from all over the place wanted this opportunity, but sometimes you gotta be careful what you ask for because you might get it.
Wow. Powerful Pat the Bruiser. Gerard, you got somebody else coming. There goes Price. Eliminated. Oh, man. He ain't wasting any time.
The MVP of RYSE may be the first ever winner of the RYSE Rumble. And the Iceman is rolling.
Tony, if Tony can survive long enough for more competitors to join him here, Tony might be my pick to win this. Ah, there's the eye rake. That might be that.
And this is where you don't want to be because Warhawk is going to pick the bones.
Tony's in a bad way now. Tony's got to hang on and survive. Wait for reinforcements here. Whoa! Drake is back!
We haven't seen the Keystone Soldier in about 5 months?
At least.
Talk about a way to reassert yourself in RYSE.
Oh, wow. What a clubbing shot right to the throat. But now Tony's going for a sleeper. Warhawk has got to try to regain control and keep the numbers in their advantage.
Drake Braddock is the Keystone Soldier. We may need a damn army out here to stop Warhawk.
Well, if they're able to hang on long enough, they'll get it. Every 90 seconds, another soldier. Oh, wow.
Man, Drake got absolutely squashed right there.
Tony's trying to fight back with everything, but just too much.
Ty, you've been in Battle Royals before. What's the strategy? What was your strategy?
Stay low. Stay low. Keep your center of gravity. Don't let anyone get you off your feet as much as possible.
Wait a minute, James Avery is back out here. He's already been eliminated twice. Could he
Getting
be
the three faces of Avery, and he didn't even change his clothes.
Could he be going for the hat trick? Avery, I don't know, maybe he has, he's going for some sort of record here.
Drake's going down, but wait, no, Tony with the save. Ice pick kick. Drake fired back now. Wait a second, wait a second. Pat's gone.
Warhawk is out of here. The momentum of the RYSE Rumble has tilted completely.
And could things have ever worked out better for Edric Everhart?
Sour grapes for Edric Everhart, who stuck his nose in Delirious's business earlier tonight.
But has a chance to end the night on a high note here. And no Warhawk. Wait a second.
Wait, Gerard Garrett, where has he been this entire time? Wait wait a minute, that's right. Gerard Garrett's never been eliminated. He must have been on the floor somewhere. We lost track of him in all the melee here.
And he picked the perfect time to come back. He waited out Warhorse. What a genius maneuver.
It wasn't ethical, but it was smart, I'll tell you that.
Now with Warhorse out, things are back under control for these competitors.
But not for long.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we know this music.
Just in time for Gerard Garrett.
The great success are going to have a numbers advantage. And we're seeing how these rivalries, the ebb and flow of this RYSE Rumble, the advantage tilting back and forth.
Great Alexander, not minding that he's got a partner in the ring, taking his time.
Now, Ty, you talked about your strategy in Battle Royals. Have you ever won a Battle Royal? What would like to go the distance?
I actually did win a Battle Royal once.
What was it like to go the distance?
Hide.
That may be Garrett's strategy. You could be right.
Stay low.
He may have a winning formula for this RYSE Rumble.
Be forgotten. Only put yourself out there when you know you're 100% got a shot.
And right now, the great success are cleaning up this loose alliance with Edric Everhart. And let's not forget, Gerard Garrett started at #1. He's still in there.
Yeah, we didn't exactly have to fight through. Whoa, wait a second. Is this the RYSE return of Lady Frost?
You just never know who's going to turn up in the Rumble.
Making her return to RYSE Wrestling. Wait a second. Talking some trash, but no!
Great success gets taken out.
Great success in Edric Everhart talking trash to Lady Frost. Didn't expect the moonsault.
Gerard Garrett! Gerard Garrett made it 2/3 of the way through this Rumble. Gerard Garrett had a hell of a showing, but he is out of here. His night is over.
Look at Alexander hanging on. Is he gonna get eliminated here?
Alexander was clutching to the ropes, hanging on for dear life.
Oh, here we go. You know the music. You know the man. Coming out here on one wheel. Suffering an injury in the tag four-way to open the show.
Correct. He's another competitor that had to compete previously. And I'm not sure if Brandon should be out here. Looks like he can barely stand.
Long history between these two. One of the first Stronghold graduates, Lady Frost.
Brandon's fighting on one leg. That's toughness. You can't deny his toughness.
I'm crazy curious here who we have next. Loveless now making her opportunity to come alive here in this ring.
The Siren goes directly after Brandon K.
Wait a second!
Laura's
Loveless is gone!
in the Rumble. She's gone.
And there goes Lady Frost! Edric Everhart picking the bones.
Always the opportunistic Edric Everhart here.
Drake Braddock eliminated now too.
The great success. Wait a minute. Jordan's got that Emmy. We know that Jordan Styles is a legitimate Emmy winner, and he's going to use that Emmy to try to deck everybody in there. And I guess there's no disqualification here, is there? I don't know.
There is no disqualification.
He's an honorary member for that. Yeah.
Edric Everhart forming an alliance with his one-time tag partner.
Speaking of former tag partners, what are your thoughts if Edric wins this one?
I mean, I feel like he's one of the hardest working wrestlers at RYSE. He'll deserve it, even with the strategy of picking bones the way he's been doing.
And that may be what this comes down to, Ty. Who is the most strategic? Who has the best strategy? I think Ted took a selfie with that Emmy.
Yes, he did.
Taking selfies in professional wrestling. I've never seen it before.
Wow, what a shot.
And Tad's going to work. Brandon's still in there. Could we have a temporary alliance between Tad and Brandon? I believe Johnson's putting a hurting on Jordan Styles. Jordan may be exiting the Rumble rather quickly. Who's it gonna be? Ty, wait, where are you going? Ty. Ty Cross is supposed to be retired. Hey, Ty, thanks for leaving me high and dry, pal. Ty couldn't resist. Ty just had to get back in the ring. He saw an opportunity and he takes it. Well, this is a little awkward, isn't it? Or the former System Elite gonna work together here. And there's a throwback. And Ty gets thrown out. Now he's gonna come back here and pretend he's happy to see me again. I guess anybody really can enter the RYSE Rumble. Would you like to explain yourself?
tried, Jim.
Can you explain to me why you had to do that?
I had a number the whole time. I thought I still had it.
Any other secrets you haven't told me?
That was it. My feet hurt.
One of these stock tips you want to share with me? Are you all right?
I'm good. I got to catch my breath. That was a lot. I haven't wrestled 2.5, almost 3 years. Right now we got Joe Murphy. The coffee.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Can I just call you?
You're turning red.
Just call the action.
Glad to see our partnership so stable. Your music hits and you leave me high and dry. And what did you learn, Todd? Teachable moment here. What did you learn? Never trust Edric Everhart.
That's true. That's true. I got caught up in the moment. I thought my best friend was back. Sorry.
Alexander hanging on here. And not to overlook Joe Murphy, because how could you? The guy, he's, well, now he has the enemy.
That poor enemy's getting passed around, man.
3, 2, 1.
You need some water or something? You all right?
Good, I got a Gatorade. Oh my goodness!
Dean Radford, former Fight Society champion, former International Wrestling Cartel champion, is here in RYSE. And looks great. He can put himself in line for that RYSE Grand Championship.
He also dropped me on a stop sign once.
Dean Radford is one of the longest tenured veterans in Pittsburgh.
What a chop. I felt that before from Dean Radford.
And in case you haven't noticed, he's one of the heaviest hitters.
Oh, I know this firsthand. And Radford with a spine buster.
That is trademark Dean Radford.
I'm glad I got one on Alexander. Now they both got one. Great success. Styles is eliminated.
I didn't know we'd see Dean Radford here tonight.
I didn't expect it.
Interesting note, Ty. The Beast Brawl came down to Radford and Brandon Kay a few years ago. It was Radford that was victorious in that situation.
We could see it here tonight. Great Alexander's out there by himself now, too. And Brandon Kay's hurting.
And for those that don't know, the Beast Brawl was named after the late great Ron the Beast Williams. So Radford has Battle Royal experience.
And now we got Noir in the ring. And Brandon Kay wounded. A wounded animal. Noir's gonna go in and pick the pieces.
Now, Ty, I never did well in math, but I think we have, one more competitor, and we know who that is.
Well, if this is number 29, and 30 minus 29 is 1, then I think you're correct, Jim.
It's my time!
Teachable moment. Uh-oh.
Look out here.
Radicator! And I've been there, brother. It is not fun.
The war may be a stain on the canvas.
Edric got a low blow in on Radford.
And that's one way to slow down the momentum of Radford.
Radford's still fighting, but a second one.
And again, there's no disqualification in this match.
2 low blows.
Who do we got left here?
Wait a second.
Not Dean Radford.
He's gone. And Edric Everhart racking up an impressive set of eliminations here. And number 30, we knew who it was. And this place has come unglued.
This may be Cowpoke Paul's night.
Oh, Edric Everhart saying no way. But he gets thrown in for his trouble too.
Let's not forget the referee reversed the decision earlier, so Cowpoke Paul was victorious. He has momentum coming into this matchup.
Wait, Alexander went over the top rope. He's still on the apron. Meeting of the minds.
I don't think Alexander's...
Jordan Styles caught him.
There's an airplane spin center ring.
This could go on all night.
I'm getting dizzy.
He's still got more in him. The do-si-do.
This is every wrestler for themselves here.
Gerard's back now too.
Well, Gerard Garrett was eliminated.
They're all in on trying to make sure that Great Alexander stays alive. And we got a final 6 showdown.
Who will be the winner of the first RYSE Rumble? Brandon K is being hoisted up here, as is Tad in the corner.
Saddle up! Alexander! He's eliminated!
Somebody is gonna walk out of here, the first RYSE Rumble winner. Look out! Gerard Garrett just pulled the
Gerard Garrett. And the Emmy
And now
shot.
he got tattooed in the face with the Emmy. And we're down to the final 4. I hate to see Paul get eliminated like that.
Wait! Edric trying to sneak up on Kane, he's gone!
Tad Jarvis, Christian Noir, or Brandon K will be the winner of the first RYSE Rumble.
Edric Everhart unable to manifest the victory here.
Someone will alter the course of their career here tonight.
Noir to the floor under the ropes.
What a face-off this is. The student and the teacher. We know that Brandon is very close with Tad Jarvis, forming the tag team that we saw compete earlier this evening.
Oh, Brandon. Oh, Brandon saying this is going to be a teachable moment.
Brandon still fighting on one leg there.
He made him look. Big shot.
The momentum tilting back and forth. Everyone in this building on the edge here.
Big knee.
And Noir like a vulture.
Wait.
Noir puts on the brakes.
Gorgeous leg sweep.
And we're at a stalemate.
Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Oh, come
Throttle
on.
is not an official competitor in this match. He has no business down here. We are already 30 competitors into this matchup. Dalton Throttle is not an official.
Is he even on the roster?
He was fired, right?
I thought so.
We need security or somebody. Can we get anybody? Dalton Throttle.
Security might be busy picking fights with Ron Mathis in the back. Whoa!
Leg went out.
Leg.
That leg went out. And I don't know what Dalton's obsession is with Brandon K, but he just cost Brandon the RYSE Rumble. And that's all that Dalton wanted to accomplish.
And now we're down to 2.
Christian Noir, Tad Jarvis.
And the future of RYSE Wrestling looks bright. And wait, we got a fight on the outside.
Brandon and Dalton are slugging it out in the aisleway, but the story is in the ring. Noir and Jarvis.
And we're gonna go ahead and trade blows here.
Who's gonna flinch first? Jarvis may be getting the better of the exchange. But how much Battle Royal experience does Jarvis have? Jarvis may be in new territory, and Noir would be like a shark in the deep end.
Wait.
Tad out the back door. And we talked about how we've seen Tad Jarvis grow by leaps and bounds in recent months. Could we see the coronation of his career?
I think we may right here.
Noir up and over.
Still in. He's still in it.
Looks like, speaking of deep water, Noir is going to drag Jarvis into that proverbial deep water. Inches could decide the winner of this RYSE Rumble.
1 foot slip and it's over. Liver kick. Noir.
He slips in. That was very wise right there. Tad Jarvis is still in danger here. Jarvis looking for a way back in. Oh! Missed in the eyes!
It's over!
Noir had an ace up his sleeve. Noir had a macabre ace up his sleeve and uncorked it for the full house.
And now he will have the opportunity at the RYSE Grand Champion. Pretty boy smooth.
Christian Noir is the first ever winner of the RYSE Rumble and could very well be the next RYSE Grand Champion. Partner, it's been a hell of a night. It's been a wild evening, but I think we have to sign off. We're running out of time. So for RYSE Wrestling and IndyWrestling.us, we'll see you back here in Uniontown, September 9th. I'm Jim Amata, he's Ty Cross. We'll see you next time.
I want BB. That is mine. You just don't even know it.
His jams? You want his jams?
The only thing that you need is a toothbrush.
Yeah, Zach, smell your breath in here.
The time's ticking, people. Time's ticking. All about it.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.